full hearts. Words cannot express how grateful we are to have grandparents in our lives. After all, if it weren't for you, we wouldn't be sitting here today. You love us unconditionally. You tell us stories of the olden days. You give us the lowdown on what our parents were really like as kids. You give us ice cream before dinner, and you are always our biggest fans. Thank you so much for all those things and for the many ways you bless us. We hope to bless you right back today, so again we say welcome. Will you please stand as the first grade leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Please pray with me. Dear Lord, thank you for the celebration today. Thank you for these wonderful grandparents who taught our parents how to be good parents and who teach us to be great people every day. As stated in Proverbs, gray hair is a crown of splendor. It is attained by a righteous life. We would not be the people we are without our grandparents. Amen.
Be seated. Well, welcome grandparents to our annual Grandparents' Day. We're so thrilled that you were able to be here with us today. I have the privilege of introducing our early education and kindergarten choir this morning. And I've always said that working with early ed and kindergartners is like organizing grasshoppers. But they have been practicing very hard and they are ready to perform for you this morning. So let me introduce to you Mrs. Shannon Martin and Mary Gargasi and the early ed and kinder choir this morning.
walls and barging into classrooms, or wearing the hard hat digging at the new addition to the campus, or even, sometimes, in his office replying to emails and doing other headmaster things. He's our famous bow tie wearing, constantly caring, always staring headmaster, Dr. Harmon.
Well, thank you for being here, grandparents. We love this day. If you are walking in the back and you are looking for your grandchild, it's okay if you find them while I'm speaking. Their signs, they're seated by grades. You'll see the signs on the wall. So go ahead and you can move towards your grandchild if you like. I saw the Burnett's as I was walking in, and Mrs. Burnett told me this is our 17th Grandparents' Day. And by the time they were done with Grandparents' Day, they would have been here. They would have had 20 Grandparents' Days of legacy. I don't think they've missed any. We love seeing our grandparents, and many of you come back again this year, and we thank you for that. We had an opportunity this year to start in our upper school building, which is the building that you had coffee and Danishes in this morning. And if you saw next to that, there's construction going on. And that is because Legacy is growing. We are at our largest enrollment to date. We will cap out about 100 per grade when all is said and done. We're about 100 students away from that in the high school. And I've had many grandparents say, what can we do to help? If you're interested in helping, we have a grandparents challenge that I want to pose to you. And we have a group of grandparents that are helping us fund this building, and they're trying to raise $100,000 from our grandparents. So basically we figure we have more than 1,000 grandparents, $100 grandparent, I think I did the math right, $100,000. If you are interested in helping out, when you're in the other building with your grandchildren, there is a table set up. That table is a place where you can get more information about helping with our campaign and helping with the building. While you were there's a very special lady manning that table, or woman manning that table, and her name is Margie Bruiser, and she's also the grandparent of 2, and she's my mother-in-law. So even if you don't want to help out with the campaign, just go tell her how great her son-in-law is. I would appreciate that. Sunday dinner gets much nicer when we're all happy. Those of you who've been here for several years, you've heard me talk about legacy and what we're all about. And I just gave a pitch, and I always hate asking for money, especially with grandparents. But legacy is an important place. And those who've been around, you might have heard me talk about what we do at Legacy and what I hope our 3 goals are. And those goals are loving your kids, or in your case, your grandkids, and we want to love them every day. We want to teach them about Jesus Christ because He is the center of everything we do here. And lastly, we want to make sure that your children, your grandchildren, are ready for college and career for life after school. Well, I can tell you that all day long. My words might be a little hollow because I'm supposed to say stuff like that. So what I want to do is I want to share 2 notes that I've received from some of our alumni. And I hope it illustrates the impact that what we're doing at Legacy is important. What we do in the life of your child, when we say we love your grandkids, this is what it looks like. The first one was from a mom to one of our teachers. It didn't actually come to me, she sent it to me later on. And her words say this: As you know personally, these past few years have been very difficult for our entire family with the divorce. Each of us has processed it in our own way. My oldest son struggled the most while hiding it well at school. He's been very angry and remained angry, understandably so. Since he started in the last play, my son has been happier in life than I have seen him in a very long while. This is something that football, friends, grades, National Honor Society has not been able to give him. He talks consistently about how much he enjoys being able to banter with you, referring to the director of the play, Dave Gold. You have taught him and made him feel like he was good at something. This musical has been healing for me as well. As a mother, I know you understand, but I am always looking for ways to connect to my kids, especially angry teenage boy. This musical has been a gift from God for me and my son. We've been able to laugh, share, and sing together. We spent hours together over spring break, listening to the entire musical 4 times straight, talking about what he hoped to do in the park, sharing about what he saw as his strengths and weaknesses. I'm getting tears as I type this. I know that this may sound dramatic, but because of you in this play, it has brought my son back to me. My home is bonded together. That's an example of what it means to love. You see, we do a lot in the classrooms, but we don't stop in the classrooms. We love on the athletic field, or the court, in the drama classrooms. It's about helping our kids know that they are safe and cared for. Because Christ tells us that's what we are to do. And we want to emulate that. Got another note from a freshman in college. And he said, he didn't write this note to me. He sent me a paper he wrote to his English comp class. I became a part of my school's marching band during my time in the Screaming Eagle Marching Band. We were the TPS NEA Division II All-State Champions 4 years in a row. And twice we had clean sweep of all individual awards. One of the highlights of my high school career was when I was named drum major of the marching band. It was an honor to serve the band in that way, and I learned so much about leadership and service through that experience. Did you hear what he said? Through his experience being in the band, he learned leadership, and he learned what it means to serve. But he goes on. My sophomore year was the roughest yet I've ever experienced. I felt disconnected from my friends and really struggled to find my place at school. I believe I was depressed. My parents encouraged me to take a risk and try out for the spring musical production Annie, and I begrudgingly took their advice. I earned a part in the show and discovered that feeling connected to and investing in people. Let me read that again. I earned a part and discovered that feeling connected to and invested in people are 2 keys to my personal well-being. I experienced a large amount of success in theater, beginning with 2 minor roles, and rose to the part of a major villain in the production of Cheaper by the Dozen. Those are all plays that they did here on campus. During my senior year, I was selected to a part in our school's production of Suzuki Musical. My theater experience and legacy enabled me to form more lifelong friendships, allowed me to become more confident and comfortable performing in front of people, and gave me an incredible outlet during some stressful periods in high school. You see, it's more than just educating, it's more than math and science. That's important. Reading and writing, that's important. But we have a great opportunity to help partner with you to nurture our kids, to let them feel safe, to teach them things like service, leadership, confidence. Legacy has been in a place where we've been able to help homes heal after some difficult times. So when you send your kids here, or you know your children are being dropped off, I hope you realize that they're being dropped off to a place that really does love, that really does care, that is really intentional about teaching your children and your grandchildren. That's why we built a new Fine Arts Center. I think 2 of those stories to tell you the impact that arts, and I can read many more about athletics and classrooms, but I wanted to highlight what our kids are saying about their time at Legacy. I thank you for joining with us. I thank you for being here. I thank you for your smiles. I thank you for loving on your kids and your grandkids. I thank you for the memories when I see you walk by and you talk about the times you've been on campus. And I thank you. Thank you for being so smart to raise smart kids who were smart enough to put their kids in Legacy. So I attribute that to you. Thank you for being here today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of our time together.
And the troubles of the world are here to stay.
these are my sons, Noah Bartok, who's in third grade here at LCA, and Oakley, who's in second grade. We've been at LCA for 5 years. And we have someone really special we want to introduce to you today.
My name is Oakley, and my grandpa teaches around Texas.
This is Dr. Ron Masteller, and he will be speaking to you today about how to leave a legacy.
I'm so proud of knowing Oakley as you are of your children and grandchildren. And I know Rick and Janet Scorto and Linda and I just want to say how proud we are we can be a part of the legacy. America is in a crisis. My heart is broken when I sense and see what's happening in our nation. When I come to legacy, it renews my hope. Because such potential for leadership is planted here to leave a legacy for our nation. There are leaders, potential leaders here, sown in this soil of the school that can absolutely bring our nation back. Wouldn't that be exciting? There's a scripture that says, John 12:24, Jesus said, except a grain of wheat fall to the ground and die, it abides alone. But if it dies, it brings forth much fruit. He that keeps his life shall lose it, but he that loses his life for my sake shall find it. The school teaches children how to live the Christ life, how to lose their life so the power of God can flow through them and be great leaders. A little story that I've told many times about okra. I grew up in Kansas City, Missouri. Linda grew up in Springfield. But we moved to Texas to go to seminary from Missouri. And this has been 45 years ago. One of the first places I preached was in Jacksboro, Texas. Have you ever been to Jacksboro? Some of you have. It's a big metroplex. Back then they had a blinking yellow light. But in Jacksboro, I preached the First Baptist Church, and afterwards they took us home for dinner. Most of the time they take the preacher to the restaurant now, but back then they took us home, and we had the gospel bird. Y'all know what that is? Fried chicken. And we had fried chicken and mashed taters and green beans. And then they served this Missouri boy something he'd never seen before, and that was this rounded fried something. And I said, what's that? And they said, that's fried okra. They might have said okra, but they said, eat it, you'll like it. Well, I didn't think they liked my sermon because back in Missouri, way back then, we fed okra to the pigs. They said, try it, you like it, and I loved it. And so everywhere Linda and I would go, we'd want fried okra. Then I discovered that you could stew it or boil it. And if you stewed it and boiled it, you didn't have to chew it or swallow it. You just slid right on there. Well, so, when I pastored, when we came to Oklahoma for our first church at Hera, Oklahoma, right outside Oklahoma City, they said they wanted us to have a garden. So the deacons came over and brought a rototiller. Now, being in Texas, I knew what an armadillo was, but being a city boy, I didn't know what a rototiller was. But they said, just hang on to it, they'll plow up your backyard. And then I did that, and they said, what do you want to plant? I said, I want to plant okra, that green, slimy okra. And they said, well, we'll bring you some okra seeds. And so they brought me some seeds, and they put the seeds in my hand, and they were dry, and they were wrinkled. And I said, these things are dead. I want the green, slimy stuff. And he said, you put that in the ground, Pastor, and it will produce green, slimy okra. I said, you're the deacons. So I planted row after row after row after row after row after row of okra. I wanted to have a good crop. Didn't think anything was happening, but one day I went out there and there were green shoots coming out of the ground. I said, Linda, I'm a farmer. And so they kept coming out of the ground, and then one morning I went out, and sure enough, there were okra pods out there. So I cut the okra pods, like the deacons told me, and we chopped them up, and we battered them, and we fried them, and man, it was wonderful. And And I thought, man, this is amazing crop we've had this year. I can't wait till next year. I thought it was over. But I went back the next morning and they were back. And we ate those. And I went back the next morning and we boiled them and we fried them and we gave them to the neighbors and we gave them to deacons. And finally I said, how do you kill the okra? And they said, the freeze will get it. I said, hurry up, freeze. And so the freeze came. And I got that rototiller back out and piled it back up. Shows you how naive I was. I just got it under the ground. Deacons came by and said, what's your okra? I said, I piled it up and it's gone. The deacon said, you think you had okra this year, you wait till next year. Sort of a humorous story, but let me tell you, if God can put that kind of potential in an okra seed, what can He do with these children and with us? It's not too late for America. This school, these children, our lives, it's time for us to invest in this soil so these seeds can reach their full potential and bring America back again.
Thank you, Dr. Masteller. We appreciate your encouragement and your challenge this morning. My name is Matt Dooley and I'm the intermediate school principal, which means I take care of the 5th through 8th grade students. And one of the things we often talk about at Legacy is the relationship factor. We love relationships. So this morning, we're going to test the quality and the strength of our relationships, particularly the grandparent and grandchild relationship. So, grandparents, you've heard of something called the newlywed game. We're going to play the grandparents game. And so this morning, I'm going to ask for Jack Olson to come forward with his designated grandparent. Actually, we're going to switch sides. Jack, you're going to go over here. Grandma, you can go over here. And we're going to have Lexi Ann Simmons from 3rd grade come up with her grandparent. And from 4th grade, we're going to have Olivia Page and her grandma. Okay, so you guys have some idea of what we're doing. You guys have no idea of what we're doing. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to ask you a question, and you're going to think of the answer in your head, and your grandparents over here are going to write down their answer, and then we'll reveal, and then we'll see who gets the right answer. And I believe that there is a prize at the end of our game here. So, here we go. The first question, and this is going to help us find out what our grandparents know about their grandchild. So, first question. If given a choice to go out for food, would your grandchild choose, and you can't say anything just yet, just sit still and just think of it in your head. If given a choice to go out for food, would your grandchild choose Chick-fil-A, Whataburger, or Outback Steakhouse? Write down one of those 3. Chick-fil-A, Whataburger, or Outback Steakhouse. And just hide your answer there so we can't see it. So you guys are going to say Chick-fil-A, Whataburger, or Outback Steakhouse, whichever one you'd like to go to. Here we go. Jack, given the choice, which one's it going to be?
Outback Steakhouse.
Hey, Grandma. There we go. That's enough. Good job. Lexi Ann, what do we got?
Outback Steakhouse.
Outback Steakhouse. 2 for 2. Okay, Olivia.
Whataburger?
Oh, Chick-fil-A. Okay, so we got 1, 1, and 2. Here's the next question. What is your grandchild's favorite subject? I'm going to give you 5 choices. English, math, Bible, science, history. English, math, Bible, science, history. Which is their favorite subject? Do we have our answers locked in? Okay, Olivia, we're going to start with you. Your choices are English, math, Bible, science, history.
History?
History. Oh, Bible. LCA.
Bible.
Bible, there's a match. Good job. Hey, Jack.
History?
Math. Okay, so our scores are 1, 2, and 0. We're going to switch the whiteboards over and the markers. Mrs. Martin is going to hand them over. You guys are going to get the whiteboards, and you're going to get down to write down some answers about your grandparents. Okay? So as we write, we're going to write nice and clearly and large so we can all see it. Okay, first question. So now we're testing what you guys know about your grandparents. And this first question is a grandma or grandpa answer. And the question is, which grandparent is the craziest driver? Grandma or grandpa? Okay, answers locked in? Okay, which grandparent? Grandmother? Grandma?
Hero, Grandpa.
Oh! Okay, craziest driver?
Grandmother. Oh, we got
Papa. Oh. Can we get on the board? Which crazy driver?
grandmother.
There we go. Score check. Score check is 1, 2, and 1. Okay, next question. When visiting your grandparents, what food is the best food that grandma likes to make? What's the best food you like to eat at grandma's house that she likes to make? Is it a dinner? Is it cookies? Is it cake? What's grandma like to make? Okay, we're having a little trouble over here. Yeah, favorite food? Maybe grandma makes it. Okay, we're going to start with Jack's side. So, grandma, what is the favorite food that Jack likes to eat at your house that you make or bake?
I'm not sure I make candy or people put that, so I would have to go with some kind of Mexican.
Some kind of Mexican food? What do we got?
We've got spaghetti.
Spaghetti. I like your spaghetti. Let's go with Olivia, once Alexian's done. So, what's the favorite food that Olivia likes to eat at your house?
I like to go out to new cooks anymore. But I would say probably maybe peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Soup.
Soup. She likes her soup.
We're having a spelling check.
Okay.
All right, we're in.
We got it. So what is the favorite food that Lexianne likes to eat that you make at your house? Homemade.
Muffins.
We put Mexican.
Oh, you need to come over to this house.
No.
Score check.
All right, so here we've got 1, 2, and 1.
Okay. So I'm going to give you one more question, and I'm going to make it worth 2 points.
All right, sounds like a plan.
Okay, it's worth 2 points. This is our final question. Now, I need to make a disclaimer here, grandparents, you don't have to give us the right answer. You can make up your own number here, okay? Whatever you think is best. So here's the question. So grandchildren, if you added up both grandma and grandpa's age together, what number do you get?
Closest answer wins.
The closest answer, either above or below, wins. So think about grandma and grandpa. They're probably about 35, maybe 40. You add them together, what number do you come up with?
You got some real math going on over here.
So, grandparents, remember, you can make up whatever number you think is appropriate. No one will ever know. Okay, so we're going to start with Olivia's grandma. So, what's the appropriate number you think for the answer to this question?
74.
74, we've got 75.
75. So we're within one. Okay, so grandparents combined age, what do we got?
142. We've got 111.
That's good. We're within 3 decades. That's good. And last grandparents combined age.
I'm going to have to introduce my children on this subject. And I hope we can add 112.
112. I think that means we have winners. Jack, you and your grandma are the winners. We have a prize for you.
We do.
Thank you, everybody else. Thank you, everybody. We appreciate it. Give them a round of applause. And I'm going to hand over to Mrs. Carrie Rose. She is the lower school principal.
Good morning, I'm Carrie Rose, lower school principal, and I have the privilege of leading us through the last 2 items on our big group program this morning, those being our closing prayer and the singing of our Legacy Eagle fight song. Before we pray, I have a few instructions to give you on dismissal. Once we leave here, we're going to head back over to the South Campus to continue our morning, and we're going to allow the students to leave first in order from youngest to oldest. Our early ed classes will leave first, followed by our kinder and first and second and so on. 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th grade, you guys can just sit tight for just a couple of minutes while we let our littles head out. Grandparents, you have several options for getting back over to the South Campus. We've got buses out in the parking lot that can transport you back over there. We have at least 3 golf carts, and you can also choose to walk with your grandchild's class if you want to walk back over to South Campus. There are parking lot attendants that can direct you or answer any questions you have about getting where you're going. Your very first destination, once you get back to South Campus, is going to be your grandchild's homeroom class, and you'll have a classroom visit there. And you can consult the map that's on the back of your program. That'll give you room numbers, and there'll be volunteers in the halls that can direct you, even if you don't know what the name of your grandchild's teacher is, they can help you get to where you're going. After that, after the classroom visit, in no particular order, you and your grandchild are going to want to visit the cafeteria where the fair is set up, and there's refreshments in there and a place to sit back and relax. You are going to want to visit the gymnasium where we have some backdrops set up and you can have your picture taken with your grandchild. The spirit shop is open, and I hear they're selling grandparent apparel in there. Your grandchildren are going to want to take you on a tour to meet all the rest of their teachers. So today, before you leave for lunch, make sure you go back to your child's future and check out with them. It's going to be a great morning. Would you please now this time bow with me for prayer? And then we'll rise and sing our fight song. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this fun and joy-filled day. Thank you for placing us in extended families where we can experience the kind of unconditional love that you modeled so well for us. Father, help our eyes to be open to see what you want us to see and to hear what you want us to hear. Father, we pray that you would keep us all safe. Most of all, Father, I pray that you would be pleased and glorified with activities for the rest of the morning. This prayer we pray in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen. Would you please rise for the singing of our fight song?